First roll today is with Adam, a BJJ black belt and my coach. We start off hand fighting, but quickly Adam gets dominant position using his body weight to pin down my head. He then uses his superior control to bring me down to the mat. As I try and posture up here, he times it beautifully and gets dominant control to my back. As I'm trying to fight Adam's hands, he goes for a mat return. By some sort of miracle, I'm able to stay on my feet. And I'm trying to reach through so I can try and a sneaky roll through on his leg, but it doesn't really work. He grabs the seatbelt, rolls over the top for a clinical back take. Notice that Adam only has one hook here, so I'm trying to turn into him and get my shoulders to the mat to work my escapes. But unfortunately, I had some sort of brain fart and decided to hook over the top of his hook, keeping his back control. I have no idea why I did that, but I'm swiftly punished as Adam works to try and trap my arm, but he settles for both hooks in. And as you could probably tell by the expression on my face, he is definitely hurting me here. I tried to go for a one-on-one grip, stopping him from getting his right arm behind my head to lock in the rear naked choke, but he switches arms and goes for a fulcrum variation instead. His left elbow is driving into my back to get more leverage on the choke. It's definitely more of a crush at this point, crushing my jaw, but he's able to work it in enough to get the tap. We reset back on the feet and quickly Adam finds himself in a dominant position with the underhook. For some reason, I decided to put my leg up. What am I doing? I have no idea. All Adam does is collects both legs, takes me down, easy peasy. In the scramble, I go for a Hail Mary leg lock attempt, but I'm unable to get anything.
Bruh.
Now, I'm definitely out of my element here. I'm playing guard, but as you can see, there's not much of a guard. Adam just backsteps, knee on belly, pins my top leg. He's not having any of it and swiftly passes my guard. And this is pretty much where the roll ends. Adam gets the mount and that's it. That's all she wrote. This next roll was an absolute back and forth. It's with Az, the purple belt. The first portion of the roll, we're feeling each other out on the feet, a bit of hand fighting, a bit of grip fighting, but that's not super exciting, so let's skip to the juicy bits. I'm able to get a dominant position on Az, and I work in a similar position that Adam had on me in the previous roll. However, I notice that I'm in a prime position here to switch to the anaconda grip, so I shoot my right arm through and try to lock it up on my left bicep. The reason I didn't go for a roll straight away is because my grips weren't super tight. Az is able to capitalize on my mistake here and drive through to try and reverse the position, but I was just able to big dog him with whatever grips I had, and now I'm trying to trap his leg. After a few Homer Simpsons around, I was able to trap his bottom leg. However, my grip finally failed because it was only just barely hanging on. I tried to switch to some sort of arming guillotine, but Aaron defends really well and puts me in his close guard. I place both my hands in his armpits and try to drive my head over his so that I can pick my friend Aaron up and walk him to the center of the mat. Aaron does an amazing job of keeping my legs tangled up and he scrambles to the back. I was able to roll through and again I try to attack his leg. However, you can see I do not have his knee line. So I know there's no heel hook here and he knows the same. So he's trying to untangle my legs so he can free his trapped ankle here. As is his style, he tries to go for a big back step, but I'm able to fend him off, and after a slight pause for the white belts next to us, we then resume the action. I'm in a really shitty leg lock style position here. I have no prospects of getting his knee line, and he simply steps over the top and goes to pass my guard. An absolutely beautiful back step here from Az lands him in north-south, and he clears my knees to take the pass. 3 points. Now that Az has consolidated the pass, he takes his time working his way to north-south. Az locks up a north-south choke with his lat squeezing down on one side of my neck and his bicep on the other. I try desperately to drag my chin into his ribs to relieve a bit of tension on my neck, but it's not looking good. Things are looking pretty dire in this position. I'm able to dig the underhook and big dog Az all the way to the top and desperately try and scramble to his back. But Az is having none of it. He's scrambling. I jump over the top and I'm able to somehow manage to collect his arm in an absolute fluke of an armbar. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the links in the description, and thanks for watching.